Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm at Maythorne Fisheries in Newark. Today I've come here and I am fishing for silvers. See if we can catch some chub, some little roach, some rudd maybe. Hopefully get a nice little swim built up and catch some silvers. So I'm going to be float fishing because it's a very still water at the moment. There's not much wind. It's a real nice glass top basically, and I quite like float fishing. I like active fishing, if I'm honest, more than just chucking them out on the beepers. I do that fishing, but yeah, I much prefer like feeder fishing or float fishing because you're active, you're doing stuff, you know, you're always on it. Otherwise, if I just chuck them out on the bleepers, I end up sitting there on my phone doing, you know, nothing really, just waiting for the bleep, which, you know, isn't the best of things to be doing. My method plan of attack is float fishing. I've got 2 BBs and a AAA, and then all the way down to a 3-inch hook link with a quick change bead there, and to a size 12 barbless hook. I've been flicking out maggots and pellet just around this area, right in front of me, you know, 20, I don't know, 10 meters out in front, and that's my plan of attack. Now out there I have plumbed the depth. Now, not trying to teach anyone to suck eggs, but if you don't know what plumbing the depth is, I'll show you quickly. It is basically one of these. You get one of these, you thread it through, you set your whole line up with your hook, and then I'm just going to be doing this through the lens of the camera. You thread it onto the hook, and then you wedge that into the cork, and then you can throw that out with your float attached, and then you keep adjusting the depth of your float and getting deeper and deeper until your float pops to the top. Once you've found the depth, I then wind to the tip of your rod, so then the stops stop at the tip, and then make a note of what eye or where on your rod the hook comes to, and then you know you're on bottom, so you can change throughout the whole day, but then you know how deep that area is by the length of your rod. You can then change again. You can just then go to the tip of your go to whatever eye that the hook went to, say the 5th eye, and then just pull the stops out all the way to the tip, and then you know you're back on bottom. So top tip there. That's the way I do it. Now I know the depth, I'm going to try mid-water, because as I'm throwing out some free offerings, I'm flicking out catapulting some maggots and some pellet out, you know, you can see there's movement in the water, so they're quite high up in the water. Now I'm going to try that. If I get pestered with smalls, like real smalls, then I will go deeper and try and get to some of the bigger fish. So yeah, that's my aim. If I don't have any good luck with that, then I might change to a second rod and put a maggot feeder on, and then go straight on the deck. But yeah, that's what we're doing. That is my plan of attack for this, for some good roach and some maybe the bream. I don't know. We'll see what we get. Now that was the quickest take I've ever had. I cast out and it didn't go exactly where I want. As I just thought, oh, I'm going to reel that in to put it back where I want it, but it bloody took it. It took it right on the drop. As soon as it hit the water, right on the drop. Another lovely roach. Quite a nice size. Again, need to disgorger with these, so it's definitely good to have a decent disgorger on hand. But there we go, another lovely pristine roach. not bad size. I hope we can get a few bigger. It'd be nice to get a pound or, you know, a pound and a half roach. But yeah, look at that, lovely little fish. So I've been trying, I've been floating for about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, and I am getting pestered by the small fish. I'm not getting, you know, I've had some nice little roach, but not getting the bigger ones. I know there's bigger roach in here. Now, I think they're down on the deck, so I'm gonna switch to the maggot feeder for two reasons. One, because I want the bigger fish, and two, which I'll be totally honest with you and I'll show you the reason why, it's because I got my float stuck in a tree. Right here, my float is, look, there's a second float there already there. But my float's in the tree. I tried to get the landing net and get it down as much as I could. I don't want to break a branch, and one, I can't reach the branch, so I don't want to break the trees or anything like that, but I also don't want to leave the line in the trees, so I got the line as low as I could and then pulled it until it snapped, and all majority of my line come back. That's other people's line that's left in that tree. Yeah, so it happens. If it does happen to you, then yeah, try not to destroy nature, but also try not to leave line which can damage nature. It's a catch-22 really, you know, so, but that's the reason. That's reason one, and reason two is because I think they're going to be on the bottom. I think I'm going to get more on the bottom, so I'm going to switch. I'm going to quickly set up a maggot feeder, and then yeah, get out and see if we can catch some bigger roach. Okay, let me show you the setup, the setup 2.0, shall we say. It's using the Preston ICM, I think it is, set up. So I've literally just got the stalk at the stem with the tail with the rubber there, and then it goes down to a quick change bead and a 3-inch hook link with size 12 hook. Now I love these, they are brilliant because you can have, so right now I could choose any type of fishing I wanted to do, and I could have any of these on. So let me just pop that there. So if I wanted a little bomb, I could just put that on, take that stem out, put that on that stem. Because they've got the little line at the back, you can put the line through and you can put any one on or off. So then I could do a big feeder, method feeder, you know, ground bait feeder, then you've got pellet, then you've got a method, you've got maggot, and you've got the banjo. I mean, they are all, I could go through them all and switch between any of them within seconds. So if you are looking to, you know, get some method fit, to get some a system, a feeder system or a weight system, I definitely recommend these because they are so quick to change. They're a little bit more expensive, but once you've got the system and you're going, one, it's just so easy to change, so quick to change, and two, they just work. They really do. I've only had 3 chucks of the maggot feeder and I'm in. Ooh. I've got a feeling to the car. Is this a roach or anything like that? Not exactly what I'm going for, but a lovely little mirror. Right, let's put it back. Now we're starting to get some of the bigger ones. I've just got this one. Just going to unhook it now. Have a look at this. This is a roach. This is exactly what I come here for today. Let's get rid of that. And let's get this net ready. Look at... It's a lively one. Look at that. Now that is a beautiful roach. Beautiful. Very nice size. Few more of them and that'll be a cracker of a day. Look at it, beautiful fish. All right, let's get it back. You see, again, the switch of tactics worked. You know, I was getting pestered at the top with the smaller fish. Being on the bottom is where they're at the moment. That, and I got my float stuck in a tree, so I had to reset up anyway, so I might as well set up the maggot feeder and try another tactic. But yeah, let's get some more. Another clonking roach, literally 2 minutes after the last one. Look at that, look at that. Oh, but look how big that is for a roach. That's beautiful, beautiful fish. All right, let's get it back. There's some clonkers there coming in now. But yeah, I reckon this is going to be turning out to a right good session. Right, before I cast back out, I'll show you this swim that I've built and how alive it is. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Let's go to 2, and this is just some pellet. Let me go in front. Look at them, they're all over it. There's a lot of fish in the swim now. And this is just feeding little bits and little often. Now let me just zoom in a little bit more. There we go. Alright, ready? It's a buzzing swim. There's a lot of activity there. And all the bigger fish that I'm catching are on the bottom. So yeah, there's some serious action going there. Right, so I've just caught, look at this, first little crucian of the day. Look at that, how nice is that? Lovely little fish, lovely little crucian carp. I thought it was I was thinking maybe it might be a rudd at first, but no, nice little crucian. Let's pop it back. Really happy with how the session's going. I feel a bit red, a bit warm. It's going really well. Yeah, catching a lot of roach on the bottom. I had one carp. I'm not going for carp, I'm going for silvers. I wanted some big roach today, and I've had some big roach. I'm sure there's some bigger ones in here. We're going to keep trying for a monster. But I've had a cracking session, absolute cracking session. The swim is alive. Every time I flick out some pellet or some maggots, it just boils. It's just boiling out there. I'm catching them on the bottom, on the maggot feeder. Again, I'll show you the rig. It couldn't be simpler, really couldn't. And again, it's why I love this Preston stuff, this Preston feeders, the ICM system. I mean, look at that as a simple rig. You can't get simpler than that, really, can you? It's free running, so nothing's going to happen. You can change that for a bomb, for a pellet feeder, for a banjo, for a cage feeder, any of that on the system, which I've got. And then it's just a 3-inch hook link to a size 12 barbless hook with a quick change bead in the middle. So if I want to go longer, I can change up my hook length anytime I want. I could change to a banded hair rig, anything. It's really flexible. The only part that sticks is literally that and the stem. That's it. But these are just incredible system. I can't recommend them enough. I'm now fully switched over to the whole lot, so everything I've got to go on the rod is Preston ICM. Yeah, and then yeah, brilliant. Let's catch some more. Let's get the clonker. Let's get a whopper. think this is one of the biggest roaches of the day. Have a look at that. That's a lovely sized roach. Look at it. How nice is that? Oh, that's an outtake. How nice is that roach? What a cracking day's fishing. I actually set out to catch silvers, and I've caught silvers. I actually wanted to catch some big roach. Yeah, and I caught some big roach, which is brilliant. So I started with the float, and then I wasn't getting much. I was getting hammered by the small ones. You saw the water out there, how much it was just bubbling away. As soon as I throw some pellet in, which was great. That when I started, the swim was just empty. There was nothing there, you know. So I built the swim up really well, little and often, with a bit of pellet and some red maggot, and then maggot was on the hook. I usually done between 3 and 5 maggots on the hook. I was going for them big roach, so I wanted to, you know, kind of deter the small ones. I could have been, you know, if they were a bit more timid than that, then I would have changed tactics. I would have maybe increased the hook length away from the quick change bead, because that could have spooked them a bit, I suppose. But overall, switching to the maggot feeder was an absolute brilliant move. It really did work well. And yeah, caught some beautiful sized roach. But yeah, really great day's fishing. Hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. If you've got any hints, tips, comments or questions, drop them in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.